All right, well, welcome to another episode of Piano TV. I am extremely out of practice with doing this whole process, but I've got a lot of things in flux right now. I've got a new studio room that I've been in the process of designing over the last couple months, which has been pretty fun. And I've got a new camera setup that I'm experimenting with, so there's going to be over the next few months, when I start publishing some videos such as this one, I'm probably going to be playing around with different setups, different angles, different lighting techniques, and things like that as I try to feel my way to the right sort of, I don't know, the right vibe, I suppose. But I wanted to just share a quick video to update you with what's been going on lately, because I haven't done a video in about a year. I actually haven't even looked back to see how long it's been since I've done a video, so it's very possible it's been more than a year. So I wanted to talk about that, talk about what's with the big hiatus, what is going on with the future, etc. So I think the big thing to note right off the bat is I haven't disappeared from the piano world. It's just that what I've been doing in terms of piano lessons has shifted. So for the last year, and actually the years prior to that as well, I've been really focusing on teaching. So I'm a piano teacher, so that probably should come as no shock to you that I continue to teach. But instead of I'm on a swivel chair right now. Instead of, so if I just swivel as I talk, hopefully that's not too distracting to you. I've only had a little bit of caffeine today. The kind of teaching that I've been doing lately is group lessons and online. So I have a big sizable cohort of adult piano students who I've been doing weekly lessons with through my online courses, and that's hands-on. It's got a live element, so it's not just pre-recorded videos. It involves interacting with others. Probably some of you watching this video are people who are in those classes right now. I think there's over 200 people who I've been teaching over the last year. And again, I've been doing these online classes for a few years now, but that's where about 90% of my piano teaching effort has gone over the last year. Is just teaching these classes, doing the weekly feedback sessions for people where I'm listening to the recordings of the lesson materials and giving input on what they could do to improve and what's working for them and so on. And we've also got a community forum, so checking in there, making sure that, everything's working, people need help, that kind of thing. So that's the kind of teaching I've been doing lately. I haven't done any in-studio teaching for several years now, and I don't expect to do that anytime soon. I really like the sort of freedom and excitement of working online and working with people from all over the world. I also really like working with adults, and that's been a massive shift over the last 5 years in the type of teaching that I do. So I did teach adults way back in the day when I started, because I've been teaching piano for probably more years than I'd want to admit, nearly 20 now, I think. So the first decade or so of that was pretty much exclusively kids, with the odd adult thrown in there. But since shifting to online in particular, I've been teaching adults exclusively, especially a lot of retired adults, because this might not surprise you, but when people want to learn piano and they want to learn it online, they're usually people who have maybe a little bit of time that's become available to them, people who have retired. So there's a pretty significant amount of people who I teach who are in that boat. But of course, there's also people of all age ranges, pretty much from, 25 being the youngest, 90 being the oldest, and I'm not exaggerating at all. So that's what I've been doing. That's the teaching I've been doing. But what that's meant is that I haven't been doing webinars, and I used to commit to those pretty much monthly. I haven't been doing videos, as you obviously know. There has not been YouTube videos of Piano TV. And what else? What other kinds of things I use? I guess those are the two big things. I haven't been doing my mailing list. Now, the reason for that is I used to be juggling the teaching that I do with all this other stuff, right? Like making YouTube videos and so on. And to the extent that I've done hundreds of YouTube videos over the last pretty much a decade. Now, the reason I haven't been doing that for the last year is because I've also been going to university. I just completed it's what is technically my third year of university. And the only reason I say that is I'm kind of fast tracking it a little bit. So I've done it in less time than 3 years, but this would technically be the end of the third year. I've got one more year to go to get an undergraduate degree. And I found that this last year in particular was really tough to balance the demands of teaching, the demands of parenting, and the demands of university as my classes became more difficult as you're, in a third year class, it's going to upgrade a little bit. So that basically made it feel pretty much impossible to do anything aside from those three things. And then there's maybe some eating and a little bit of sleeping thrown in there intermittently. Got to sprinkle on a little bit of sleep in such a chaotic schedule. And all of that has been going awesome. So I just want to, just like a quick note, totally not related to piano at all, but philosophy is really cool, I guess. I've been digging it. That's what I've been taking in university. And those are the philosophy classes are the ones that I've been like full steam ahead into, to the extent that I'm doing an honors degree. So I'm not just doing a regular undergrad degree. Feel like that's my brag, I guess, that I'm throwing out there. But it makes it a little bit more challenging too, because I have to take more upper level classes and I have to do an honors paper, which I'm working on this summer. So that's cool. That's fun. I'm actually also looking ahead to see if grad school is going to be something on the horizon. But we bought a house last year, and this is the studio in my house right now, work in progress. But yeah, this is a new space that I have not even had for a full year yet. So the idea of moving away and going on exciting grad school adventures is maybe not my favorite idea. So I haven't, we'll see where the future leads. Next year could be kind of its own totally different thing. But yeah, I kind of like being here. I kind of like the setup. I'm a little uncomfortable with the idea of rocking the boat, but I'm really into the studies that I've been doing lately. So the idea of stopping that also feels a little bit I also like the academic challenge of trying to just do as well as I can, get really good grades, push myself to learn, and see who will actually accept me. If I could actually, get in at a nicer place. No offense to the university I'm going to now, of course, but that's one of the, I don't know, it sort of seems like a bit of a game. If I'm at that caliber, I would love to be judged in such a way to see if I could be at that level. But again, those are all the hopes and dreams and anxieties and fears that lurk in the shadows of my life right now. And yeah, so I'm here teaching piano lessons. I'm thinking about the future, really enjoying my philosophy studies. I'm doing my honors paper on Immanuel Kant because I'm absolutely crazy. That's what's been going on. So what I'm thinking about now and going forward into the future with piano lessons, videos, and etc. is I want to create videos over the spring and summer. That's why I'm here doing this. Those of you who are on my mailing list, and I encourage those of you who aren't on it to join because it's where I give updates, will know that I've got webinars on the go again. So I'm going to be doing monthly webinars through the spring and summer. And hopefully videos. So I don't have a schedule that I've committed to yet, so I'm a little reluctant to say something like, I'm going to do a video every week, guys. I don't know if I'm there yet, but that's going to be my intention. I've got a lot of ideas of videos that have been sort of percolating. And the videos that I'm thinking in particular that I want to do over the next few months are videos about, I have a few ideas of things that I've seen a lot in my teaching, things that over the last few years as I've been teaching these adult group piano classes, things that seem to come up a lot, things that seem to be major sticking points for people. So that's really going to be what's new and different, because that's what's new and different about the type of teaching I do now compared to what I've done in the past, and ideas and insights that I've maybe had in the past. I don't want to say they're not relevant, because I think they hopefully are, but it's just that my shift is different. So I think that kind of updating some general advice for adult students is what I want to do. But I've also, I would strongly recommend, if you join my mailing list, send me an email. You can just reply to whatever email you get in the mailing list, because that'll go to my inbox. I just don't like posting my email address publicly because I've gotten a lot of spam. So, if you subscribe to my mailing list, you'll have access to that. But let me know if you have any video ideas. I've already gotten a lot of really great suggestions. I just sent out an email a few days ago, and I've gotten over probably 24 suggestions of ideas that I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. So send me more of those. I want to get a sense of what the piano zeitgeist of the moment is. I'm very out of the loop. There's probably a lot of really cool things happening on YouTube that I don't know about. There's probably a lot of really cool YouTubers who've come up and have done awesome things and made awesome videos that I haven't watched just because I've been in such a kind of myopic lens with my particular tasks that I've been up to. But hopefully I can share something that's useful still. And yeah, you can share your video ideas if there's anything you'd like to see me create. And hopefully that will end up making for a very piano filled summer where we're kind of back in the zone again. Now, going past the summer, I'm probably going to drop off the map for at least 3 months because I'm going into what will be my most difficult semester. It's going to be the fall semester. Not only am I taking one extra class than you're technically supposed to take in order to finish my degree in time, I'm also going to be doing applications for grad schools and teaching and all that stuff. So just ahead of time, I already know September to December, I'm going to be gone to the world. I'm going to go in a cave and I will hopefully reemerge in the winter and get back in the zone a little earlier than I'm doing now. So I want to emerge from a mound of snow as opposed to emerge from I'm thinking like a molehill or something like that, as I've done now. These are very weird metaphors and I'd like to just quickly move past them. Last thing I wanted to say, by the way, I'm also going to share links for the things I'm talking about below. So you can join my mailing list. That's where you'll get information on webinars and stuff when I do them. I've got a webinar course. It's not a course, but I just kind of put it together as one. Every time I publish a webinar, I put it there. So it's not on YouTube, but it's free. So if you want to see some of the past webinars or just make sure that you have access to the future ones, that's all where that goes. I'll link to that as well. And I'll also link to the courses because I've got everything set up now that all of my courses open once per year. Not all of them. All of my live courses, all of the complete piano path courses open once per year. The other courses, the sort of standalone one-off courses like the 30 Days of Piano or Pop Song Challenge, things like that. Those are my pretty cheap and affordable courses because they're not live. They're the kind of things that you do on your own. But those still exist and you can do those anytime. But if you're looking to join a group of people and receive direct feedback from me on your recordings and such, definitely check out the classes. I've got everything from beginner level classes to I am trying to build a grade 4 class right now. So I've got that ends up being if I count them all out, I've got A and B are the beginner classes. I've got grade 1, 2, 3, and hopefully grade 4. And I've also got another one in there which is an accelerated version of A and B. So it's like the very fast-paced version of preparatory piano. It's mainly designed for people who have a bit of experience already or who are getting back into it after a really long hiatus. Complete beginners who have never touched the piano before should definitely start in A-level class, unless for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe you have like 20 years of background in guitar or something like that that would serve to your advantage. But anyway, check those out. They're a lot of fun. And yeah, the classes run from September to April during my super busy season. So it's a way also to keep in touch when I know I'm not going to be, especially for a big chunk of that time of the fall, be able to do videos. So I'm going to just try to be really creative and do stuff over the spring and summer, and then I'm going to disappear. And I hope that by telling you that, it will not be a surprise. You will not wonder if I am doing okay or still alive. I am still alive. I'm buried under books, but oh, one more thing, and then I'll let you go. I'm also working on a creative project with a friend of mine, and this is just sort of like a completely for fun thing. Really looking forward to it. I did a podcast with a friend of mine, Dave Roman, a while back, Creative Coliseum. That was his podcast that he was doing just on creativity and artists and such. And we've been chatting about doing something similar. And over the summer, we intend to do some episodes that are sometimes us talking about creative ideas, concepts, things related to being in the arts, but also interviewing really cool people we know, because him in particular knows a ton of really awesome people. So I'll share those when they come about. So if you want to, be a part of those conversations as well. Okay, I think this is it for the update. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully the last year has seen nice things in your life. I know it's been a challenging time for a lot of people as well. So yeah, it's nice to, I don't know, get in front of the black screen again, or in my case, the kind of peachy pink phone. It might be a real camera next time. yeah, hopefully you're well. Hopefully you've got some video ideas. Hopefully you're looking forward to some videos. Let me know how you're doing. Looking forward to connecting with you all again. Take care.